Hello, I'm Ben. Welcome to the channel. So this video I'm going to pick up kind of where the last one left off. The first of the last video basically talked about that God has a plan for you no matter what's going on in life. Because the world seems a little wild at times, so sometimes it feels like that maybe we're left in the wake and we don't know what's going on. But the next piece to that, I said you have to look into what God's will is and ask God for what you need. And this lesson will be on that basically. In Psalms 145, so if you open the Bible to the middle, Psalms is the big book right in the middle. And these are songs written to God from his people and about God by his people. And as you go through this, it talks about different things about the Lord and what he's been like to these people. And in this one, it has specifically around God's holy works and justice and mercy, right? So basically, I mentioned a Bible book in the past that is called, it's called A Vision of Heaven, and I don't have it in here. It's in the other room. I'm reading it still. And in that, a lot of people said that during these people are all having near-death experiences, or they've died for all intents and purposes, and they were brought back for one reason or the other. And in this book, it said often that they felt like that Jesus came to them in this after-death scenario and reviewed their life with them. So they were looking through their life and their lifetime, and basically they saw that Jesus was with them always, that God was involved in every moment. Excuse me there. And that's the biggest piece that I want to say, is that God is involved with every moment of our lives and every moment of every individual's lives. So that's hard for us to wrap our head around on how God can be participating in the lives of 8 billion people at any given time. But also he was equally as present as everyone that's ever been here or anyone that's ever or will be. Right? So that's why every soul is so important, because God is involved with every moment of our lives. You cannot shut God out or turn him away. You can act like you are and you can ignore God, but there's not a single moment or situation which he's unfamiliar with or uninvolved. So if you can get outside of your emotions and be stoic in your response and pray and stay in the Bible, most things you can suffer with very limited suffering per incident, because you'll have this knowledge and this confidence knowing that God is there. Does God care that you're in debt and money is a short supply? Does God care that your air conditioning goes out and it no longer works, which is a problem in Texas? Or does God care that your feelings are hurt in an argument that you had with someone else? The answer to all of that is yes. God cares about every moment of every day. And sometimes we compare ourselves to other folks in that, and we say, well, I don't know why God would care about my problems because other people have more significant problems. It's not the case that God would care less because your problems at the time are less significant than another. The point is, he wants all of us to be happy and safe all the time. And the decisions we make and the choices we make put us in harm's way. And the decisions that other people make also can put us in harm's way. So I mentioned, in prior videos about kids or victims, and we read the verses about people that are planning to do evil, that are doing evil, and especially those that are hurting innocents. They're going to pay for that, right? But at the end of the day, people do have choice, and so what we do does impact how that works within God's plan. So let's read about Psalms. Let's read from Psalms 145, and in this, what we're saying is God's involved in every moment of your life. And here's what Psalms 145 has to say about it. It starts at verse 16 in book 145 of Psalms. It says, "Thou openest thine hand and satisfy the desire of every living thing. The Lord is righteous in all his ways and holy in all his works. The Lord is nigh unto all of them that call upon him, and to all call him in truth." So that means he's near to us all that call upon him. "He will fulfill the desire of them that fear him, and he will also hear their cry and will save them. The Lord persevereth all of them that love him, but all the wicked he will destroy. The mouth shall speak the praise of the Lord, and let all flesh bless his holy name forever and ever." So that's the last few verses of Psalms 145. And as you can see, he is close to you always. So you don't have to feel alone, whatever you're going through, even though life can sometimes be very lonely. One of the modern things we've done to ourselves with all the social medias and all the constant contact is people holistically feel lonely all the time, because where people used to pop in with a birthday cake or a birthday card or something like that, now they just send a text or a picture over social media. And the problem with that is there's a lot less of the real fellowship going on between people. So that's one of the things that is helping make people feel more and more lonely during these days. I was watching something about South Korea yesterday, and South Korea is one of the in my mind, best countries in the world. They have the same technology or better than we do here in the Western societies, but right now they have a crisis on their hands because young people are very suicidal in that country, and it's coming back to the loneliness factor. Even though they all are participating 24 hours a day with social media and all that, they're not building true relationships with people where you're actually there physically touching, smelling, seeing, hearing. Those things, we're sensory organs, right? We're sensory organisms. So if you're not doing the things to fulfill that, and you're staying inside all day and you're not getting sun, you're not going out with the fresh air and those type things, that can have an impact. So if you're someone that's suffering with loneliness, know that the Lord's with you always. You're not by yourself ever. And that if you call upon him, he will be there for you. So that's what this video is about today, just to give you that confidence and know that you're not alone in the situation that you're going through. And if you pray about it and read your Bible, you should feel a little bit more comfortable in those situations, knowing that you're not by yourself. And honestly, if you stay in that path and you do those things long enough, it will give you confidence not to worry about a lot, okay? Because you can lay it at his feet and then let it go. That's all you do, is you let God know about it. Pray, do your best that you can to handle the situation, and let it go, because at that point it is what it is, and you're in that path, you're walking that path that God has for you and in your life. So do that to the best of your ability. Hopefully this is something you've enjoyed. Hopefully content like this is something that you will like and look forward to. If that's the case, please like the video, please subscribe. I will be going through quite a few more of these just to give some responses back to people that have reached out and things that have come in. So I will handle these one by one, and we'll take it from there. And guys, this is how I come up with the videos. Somebody gives me a subject, I study it, I get the verses that are specific to that, if the Bible's involved in it, and I will do a video on that likewise. Please like, please subscribe. Be good.